live. We're live.
Hey to all our replay viewers that are watching this later.
We're
waiting for the live people to come in, so we're listening to our jam right now. We'll tell you about that later.
Hey. Give y'all a few minutes.
We're going to give y'all a few minutes
Maybe like
to
30
get
seconds.
in here. Not even a few minutes.
Hit them hearts. Hit them hearts. Share it with your friends. Share it. Share it.
Share it. We got a couple people
All
on
right,
here.
hey, who's
What's up?
on here?
We see us bopping. That's weird.
I know.
We kind of can see a few people on here.
All right, share it. Make sure you guys are sharing it.
sharing
Tell
it.
your friends. Get on. Come on. We got a cool show tonight.
And make sure you're talking with us throughout the show. We want to know what you're thinking.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get this thing moving. We're listening to Outstanding by the Gap Band.
Yes.
We don't own this song. We want to make that disclaimer.
We don't own any copyrights. Facebook, do not shut us down.
Don't shut us down. We just like the song, okay?
Do not shut us down.
So this is our first episode. I cannot believe it.
So
We
excited.
are on here.
It's so exciting. I'm nervous. So guys, if I start giggling, don't be talking about
We're going to get through this together though.
We got
This is
it.
both of our first time. We're so excited to do this Righteous and Ratchet.
Yes.
We have been planning this for months now. So this is a lot of hard work we went into. And we just want to say thank y'all for supporting us
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
It really touches our hearts to see all of y'all supporting us like the way y'all do.
Yes. So Xavier, tell us what we're going
Alright,
to
we
do
got a
today.
lot of different things we got on the docket today. We're going to do what's called our Top Talk.
Yes.
We're going to talk borrowing and lending money from your friends. Janice is going to fix someone's life. This girl is not getting over her ex. Kinda, sorta. We'll let you know what that means a little bit later. But we're going to start with the trending topics, which is what's kind of going on in the world. And we all have been hearing about R. Kelly and Usher.
Oh, Lord.
All that stuff that's been going on with them. So 2 more women have filed a lawsuit against Usher for allegedly giving them herpes. Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker.
The kicker.
2 of the women, it wasn't only just 2 women, there was a man included on this
Oh
latest
my
one.
God. Usher, what is you doing, baby?
Don't know what Usher was
doing.
He was, now it's letting it burn.
Oh,
He's
God.
got to letting it burn.
He got caught up.
He's got caught up. Anyway, but also Usher's wife is reportedly unbothered by the herpes lawsuits. Sources close to them say she's going to stand by her man. Could you do that?
Don't ask me no questions. I think that's that thing that they say, but if it gets too deep in, she's going to be hitting.
Right now, if it gets to
Hitting
the
the road.
Bill Cosby level of amount of people, I think she's going to
But
have
Bill
to
Cosby,
go. But Bill
I don't
Cosby,
know. I don't know.
you
We'll
never
see.
know. I ain't married, so I don't know what that's like to have to
Me
deal with
either.
that. Okay, now to R. Kelly, who has been fighting allegation against the parents of different women who accuse R. Kelly of brainwashing their daughters into his alleged sex cult. This week, one of the family members of one of the women has hired lawyers in an attempt to bring her home. They say they are concerned about the daughter's health. So I don't
Leave
know.
that girl alone. She's there because she wants to be there.
That's the thing,
At
like-
this point, it's R. Kelly. So you can't really put too much past him. But I really feel like at this point, those ladies want to be there. I think they got some kind of arrangement. But I hope it's some kind of arrangement and not the abuse that they're alleging. But
as long as they want to be there.
as long as everybody's healthy and
and
safe,
they're
I feel like
over
leave
18.
them alone.
Like, I don't know what you can do
Because
in
they
a
out
court
here,
of
let
law.
them be out here. Because I don't know what they feel like a lawyer is going to do.
You never know. In
Yeah.
the court of law, a lot of different things happen.
Yeah,
And in the court of law, this happened this week. Michelle Carter, I know this was a story Janice was really interested in.
Lord.
So Michelle Carter is the teenager who was convicted for involuntary manslaughter in the suicide of her boyfriend. She was sentenced to 15 months in prison.
Not enough time.
We'll get to that in a minute. The case made headlines if you don't know who she is because there was very, very vulgar text that she sent convincing her boyfriend to kill himself. There was
Convincing
even
him
one.
is the key. Convincing.
There was even one text where he said, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to stop. And she said, no, get back in the car. And she got 15 months. And she hasn't served any time yet. She's still not, at this moment, last I checked, she's still not in custody. So his parents are trying to file some other lawsuits.
They
do
need
some
to
other
sue
stuff.
her. 15
Because
months
it's
is
crazy.
enough.
15 months. And you know why? Maybe why?
Why?
She's a white girl, too.
Oh,
So
he pulled the race
because
card.
I pulled it out the top, but I know a lot of people were thinking that. So that That's crazy. 15 months
That's
is insane.
She literally, like, I was reading, they released the text messages, and she literally talked him into doing it. He had changed his mind. She convinced him to go through it, and she got 15 months. I'm pissed.
There's people that have sold a dime bag and are in jail longer than that. Seriously.
That is true.
That's true. So anyway, let's talk about someone we all love and adore, former President Barack Obama. He celebrated his 56th birthday Friday. I can't believe he's that old.
I can.
He's young though too. He's still pretty young.
Yeah.
Anyway, what the Obamas are really in the news for this week is because a Texas woman invited the former first couple to her daughter's wedding. And, invited them. They would be cool if they came, but I don't really think she thought they were going to come. She didn't think anything was going to happen. Then about a month later, she received a note congratulating the couple from the Obamas. They actually signed it, which is so cool. So several other people are going to come out this week saying they had a similar. Several other people came out actually saying they had a similar experience sending something to the Obamas. A lot of them were in the White House, but this one was when they were out of the White House, which is pretty cool.
That is cool. I know a few people who got letters back from the Obamas.
You know what I want to do?
What?
I want us to. We're going to write a letter. We're going to let you know what happens. We're going to write a letter to the Obamas and invite them either to be on the show or to watch the show.
Michelle, girl, come on the show.
See, that is like a dream interview.
To be ratchet and righteous with us.
Michelle wants to be righteous and righteous. Hey, you never know if it happens. I'm gonna write them a letter. I gotta find the address. I'm gonna have to contact this one and figure out what address it is. On that. Well, we're gonna write them, and if they're on this show, or if they write us back, you'll know. So I want to reclaim some time now. Oh, God. Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time.
Auntie Maxine.
Everyone's favorite adopted auntie. U.S. Representative Maxine Waters went viral this week after an exchange with U.S. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin in a committee hearing. Committee hearings are usually very long and boring, so the fact that anything noteworthy came out of this was interesting. Mnuchin wasn't quite answering Waters' questions.
Not at all.
So she reclaimed her time. Several times. Confused, Mnuchin thought this lady had crossed the line. But the chairman informed Mnuchin that Waters could in fact reclaim her time, because it was her time. And he wasn't doing what she wanted on her time. So then, the song remixes, the songs, the gospel songs,
the internet,
the memes.
The memes. Did you just say memes?
Memes. Isn't that how it says?
It's memes. What are you, 45? It's memes.
It says memes.
It's memes. I'm embarrassed. I didn't know he thought it was memes.
I thought it was me. I say
memes.
You know, the thing is, I always change it, and when I'm not thinking, I have to think about it to say memes.
Reclaiming my time from that. Reclaiming my time.
I know. I need to reclaim my. This is my time. Okay. Trending is my time. Reclaiming my time. So, if your pastor preached on reclaiming your time this Sunday, you gotta blame Auntie Maxine on that one. That's
Lord.
But to be for real, reclaiming my time, you could give a couple things.
I'm reclaiming my time every time I went to work and didn't want to go. I'm reclaiming my time every long service. I say I'm reclaiming my time.
I almost did reclaiming our time for our R&R moment at the end, but I was
God.
I think too many pastors wore that one out.
Yeah,
today,
I'm pretty sure.
It's time for your favorite part of the day. Now, that was the trending topics for the day.
We'll always start our show with the trending topics, so all the cool stuff that's going on. So, Jay Fixed My Life.
Oh, we're missing some comments.
We are missing a few comments. Oh, we missed some.
So many. I'm sorry. Oh, they say they can't hear. Someone said they can't hear.
Yeah, they were saying it earlier.
Fixed it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like they had to sign back in.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
You can hear us.
Everyone's laughing at me. I thought that's how you said it.
Reclaim my time.
Shayla Jones says he can't be serious. I'm 100% serious. I thought it was memes.
No,
anyway,
it's not.
The shot I see you. I know it's okay.
Not
guys,
so anyway, Janice is going to reclaim her time now, and we're going to move on to fix someone's life.
Okay,
this
so
where we help someone.
This is the part you guys write in, and we just discuss it, and we have thoughtful conversation about it. So,
and we'll never say your name
100%
or any way anyone can define you unless you told them the same
Unless you
thing.
said tell my name because you want to be seen. I will do it.
I'll do it too.
So Jay Fixed My Life. And on our page, it has a send message button, and you can just send it and write in, and you just have to keep watching to see if you'll be added. So, says, Dear Jay, I'm currently dating my girlfriend of 8 months and she's constantly wearing jewelry from her ex. Am I wrong for feeling uncomfortable about this? She was with him for 2 years and is still close with his family. Jay fixed my life. Personally, I don't care. I'm like, if it's a bracelet and it looks good, let me wear my bracelet. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If she's like constantly referring to the ex or, oh, he bought me this, I remember we were there, she might still have a little feelings towards him. But if it's just she gets up in the morning, puts the bracelet on, or put the earrings on, who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. And I'm sure some people feel completely different about that.
I'm one of the people that feel completely
care.
different.
Like, let me wear my bracelet or my earrings or my ring or my necklace. Who cares? I mean, to me, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
Other people, I see Elder Deshaun
just say no.
I don't think it's okay. Okay, so I'm going to dissect this.
Cherie said yes. Insecure man.
We got one
Thank
person.
you. That's why she's my sister.
We're tied up right now. Anyway, I don't think it's okay. Now, if it were me and I just liked the whatever it was, the watch, I wouldn't say nothing about it being from whoever. If you just like what it is, they don't need to know that. The other thing, my thing is, if she's talking about it, obviously. And the other thing is, she's still close with his family.
She was with him for 2 years. She's just supposed to break up with everybody.
She broke up with the mama, his sister, everybody. When you break up, that's it. You don't talk to them no more. You can't be close to the family.
That's so funny. I don't
Exactly. I agree. It's disrespectful. You gotta burn it. You gotta throw it away. Something.
So somebody else, Crystal. Hey, Crystal. It says, I agree. Not a biggie or deal breaker. It's cute. I'm rocking. Me too, girl. It's cute.
Okay.
I'm
by all means, keep it, but just don't say nothing.
Yeah,
you messed up, girl.
She's probably saying, "Oh, my boyfriend bought me this bracelet. Well, how about you buy her some replacement, or you buy her some replacement? How about that?
You put that's a better way to fix it.
And then we move on from there. I don't know. To me, I think it's extra.
anyone that is thinking that has stuff they want to keep from their ex, tell the next one. Don't tell them where you got it from. They ain't none of their business. Yeah. And then you don't avoid the whole thing.
Apparently, she's talking about who gave it to her because he knows. Like, to me, I probably would just put it on and keep it moving.
I still close with the family. That's the part.
So we're split in the conversation. Half of the people are saying we agree with Xavier. Half of them say they agree with me. And I just think it's really a relationship to relationship thing.
It is. You got to feel it out, and it also depends on what it is. Like if it's a bracelet with some kind of symbol on it, and it was a symbolic thing. You know what I mean?
I love you, my dear heart. Please don't wear that.
If there was like an inside
or an engagement
joke,
ring or something. Please don't wear
that's
that.
a whole nother thing.
But I don't know. I think she's probably just wearing a necklace or something. Who knows? But that's Jay Fixed My Life. So
hopefully we fixed your life.
Hopefully. I don't know how well we did. I think that's a personal thing. Right there. You have to take that up with God. But so yeah, that's Jay Fix My Life. We can't wait till next week. I got a great one next week too.
Yeah, and we're gonna start sending them in so we can help more and more people.
Yes.
Because the more we get, we can do more than one in the show. You know.
True.
Right now we're gonna switch to our top talk. That's like our big idea for the day. This is where we really want to see what y'all think. So
everybody has to comment
everyone
on
has
this
to
one.
comment.
We want to hear what you got.
And we're gonna try to be on top of that. All right. So we all have people in our lives that are in need sometimes or need all the time. We all have family and friends, but should you allow friends and family to borrow money? Is that a good thing? It depends. It depends. I think really it depends on your level of relationship and what they need it for. I'm like, when you come to me for whatever, I'm like the bank of Xavier. We gotta have a full interview. I gotta know where you're spending this
some documents.
We gotta have a verbal contract, everything.
Oh,
Sharice, we're gonna get to that part too.
Yeah. To me, I'm not the biggest fan of a loan. I'm the person, if I give it to you, I kind of don't expect it back.
Yeah.
And that way I don't affect my relationships with people and my feelings don't get hurt. But I'm not going to keep bringing it up like, remember this, in malicious way. I'm not going to bring it up in a malicious way. I probably will forget anyway. But I don't know. Not too many people ask me to borrow money. They might ask me to take them somewhere or use my truck or something. Like, I don't get asked about a lot of money wise, but this topic came from because we know of someone who constantly borrows money and never pays it back. And so it left like a bad taste in everybody's mouth because you hear from everybody like, yeah, they never gave me money back.
So if you are one of the people that do that,
and if you don't pay money back, please comment. We want to know why. Let us know why you don't get the money back.
I feel bad if I borrow $1 from somebody. I feel bad until I get it back. Until I give it back. I just feel bad.
You still owe me $5 from a prayer conference.
What? How do I owe you $5?
Parking that we did.
No.
We saw it here live.
No.
He owes me money and didn't give it back.
Unlike her, I ain't gonna put the business out there like that. If anything, that was 100% accounted for.
It was. I'm being petty just because it's Xavier, but no, Xavier, no. Your debt is forgiven.
Yeah. Jesus went to Calvary and all my debts are forgiven.
Okay, you got to preach your spirit.
Okay,
so what were you about to say? What were you about to say?
Personally, I'm not about to, if I loan you money, if I don't get it back, I'll be okay. I'm expecting it back, but I'm not going to loan my last. I just can't. I'm not going to loan you money and I need it right back, and so I'm pressured if you don't give me the money back, I'm in the hole. Because that puts a bad taste in both people's mouths.
No. So anybody out there, do you have a borrowing money situation or like an incident that happened?
Or even what's your thought process on when you borrow money?
I see a few people saying, don't loan what you can't afford.
What you can't afford to lose. I agree with you 100% on that, Sharice. And then Elder Deshaun agreed with Janice that that's the best way to do it. Yeah, so while we're waiting on you guys to click in, so the scripture that I kind of get that from, don't worry about getting it back, is Luke 6:35. So it says, turn your Bibles with me. No, because they might have it on their phone. They might have turn there. Just kidding.
It says he applied this principle. I'm sorry, I read it. But love your enemies and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Then your reward will be great. So I got a great reward because I did that and I didn't even know the scripture said it was a great reward. But it literally says, but love your enemies and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Then your reward will be great. So that's the word on that. So we can't quite argue with the word. And that's your enemy. So if it's your family and friends, we got to kind of take that perspective too.
So how do you know when you should let them borrow it or not? To me, I think there's a couple people you can't say no to.
So it says I'm commenting, but my aunt, she's on my Facebook, so I'm going to say this is her.
So she says, if I loan it and don't get it back, don't ask for another time. Credit is delinquent. I agree.
Your credit is delinquent.
Yes. Okay. If I let you borrow once,
true,
whatever it is, I'm expecting it back, but I'm okay if I don't. Yeah. And you will never get another dime again. You will never get a ride, nothing. You're nothing until your credit is back.
And then she charged interest. I don't know.
I don't know. Ghostwriting. Like, you're not getting nothing.
To me, if it's a person that I'm not going to let borrow, like the person I was thinking about, the habitual borrower, and never pays it back. Like, no, you're not good. Like, your credit is, like I said, your credit is no good. Your reputation of what you do, no good. So I can't put myself in a position because I don't want to not like you or think sideways because you got my money. And I know that's me. I'm putting myself in a bad situation.
So my Aunt Lynn just commented, you can't say no to me. I was getting to that point. There's certain people you just can't say no to, and that's certain. Unless they have an addiction or something, that's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother thing you got to get into. That you can't support that. You have to help them in different ways. But there's just some people you can't say no to. Like to me, your mother. Like if your mother is in need, you cannot say no to her. Maybe your sibling, or other close family members that need this. Anyone.
Somebody said, do you say I don't have it? James disagrees.
James disagrees. He says you can say no to anyone. It's your money. You're not wrong there.
Okay.
You're not wrong.
And then Cherie says, do you say I don't have it, or do you say I can't let you borrow from me? I just say no. Like, no, I ain't, no.
I'm not able, I can't do that.
No.
I mean, because even if you have it or you don't, you can't do it because you know they're crazy. So it's not lying.
I don't know. You have to situation by
situation. It
situation.
depends on who.
I have somebody, like, I don't know, because I never had to say no. I literally just put myself in a position. Well, no, I have to say no. I'll either put myself in a position, Janice, if you give this, will it hurt you?
Yeah.
If you don't, because you know you're not going to get back. I know some people I know I'm not going to get money back from, but I can't really say no to them because they kind of need it. Or I'll say, I don't have it right now, so I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know.
We got some, one, Shaylin is quoting the famous Randy Jackson. It's a no for me, dog.
It's a no for me. It's a no for me, dog. And Stacy says, I don't have it. I learned the hard way. Okay. It is an experience thing. Like, it depends on who the person. It's difficult. Like, it is a difficult kind of toss
when you're getting in with, especially family, it's gonna get difficult. And
wait, Pastor Jackson says, let them borrow the money that they owe you. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, but take it from the money you gotta give me back. Yeah, there you go.
Then we'll be even a little bit.
Even.
Well, actually, no, you still owe me.
So is that for family or friends though?
Yeah,
or is that for anybody? That's just across the board.
You gotta, because when you're talking family, it's really difficult.
Yeah.
Because you never want to burn that bridge over money. You know, that's.
But they could be burning the bridge by not giving you their money back.
That's the thing. Either way, being the borrower, also, I want to look at it from the borrowing end. When you're the borrower, who do you constitute? Is that, I don't know if that's the word.
What are you trying to say? I'm confused. You okay?
I'm losing it. I know. How do you, figure out who you're going to borrow money from?
Borrow money from? I don't know. It depends.
How do you say, okay, I'm close enough with you to borrow money from you?
We gotta have a relationship. We gotta have a relationship. I don't expect somebody who I only see on Sundays come can I borrow $5? No, go away from me with this. No, you cannot borrow any amount of money. You have to have some kind of established relationship with me that I trust you enough to give you some money, or that I know the money that I'm giving you is not for you to go squander somewhere.
Yeah. So I'm saying you gotta have that interview. That's a crucial part.
What are your interview questions? So when can I expect this back?
Okay.
Or I'm taking you to judge after.
I'll show you. Janice has come to borrow. We'll just say $20.
Xavier, can I borrow $20? Let's start it all over.
Okay. Hi, Janice. How are you?
Hi, Xavier.
What do you? What
can I borrow $20?
Oh, okay. Well, what do you need the $20 for?
Oh, I just need it.
For what?
That's kind of personal. Do you say no then?
Kind of personal.
Oh, so you just keep going. That's creepy.
Well, I mean, if you want my money, I want to know where it's going.
Sharice was asking, why is the same person always asking? Get your life
together.
It is.
That's true. No, that one person they always are asking, and I just can't believe it. Hey,
everyone knows that one person that's always looking for money, and it is. And I guess how would you address that? That's another good question.
Tree said, "Don't ask me for less than $50 because you should have $20." I've asked you for $20, but that's my sister.
Hey, sometimes you just need a little gas money. You need a little McDonald's money.
I remember times get hard. No, but I don't. That's true. $50 is kind of. I don't know if people ask me. If they say, "Oh, I need some gas," I'll take you to the gas station. We go to the gas station together, and I'm gonna put some gas. I'll even fill your tank up, but you're not getting cash out of me. I know somebody literally, they'll be like, "Oh, I just need some gas money." Oh, well, let's go to the gas station. I'm not giving you no money.
Sheree said McDonald's is not a necessity.
Pastor Jack said, "Borrowers become friends with your money first." They better take their friends out.
Now, I just want to interject.
This is our producer, Ralph.
This is the voice you're hearing.
Yes, our producer, Ralph.
3 to 5 years. Is that a good minimum before you start Like if they start asking, like if you know them, like
Wait,
3 to 5
I don't
years.
know if it needs to be.
It all depends. It all depends on the level of your relationship with your friend. Your family, I mean, you've known them practically your entire life.
Somebody said
Ramen noodles cost 50 cents. Exactly. And
yes,
yeah,
Elder English, we talked about that. We read
talked
the
about it
scripture
later,
that says, even lend to your enemies, not expecting it to get the money back, and your reward will be great. So, for those of you who missed that part, definitely the Bible does talk about lending and not expecting it back, and your reward will be great because you didn't give with the expectation to get back.
You want it to come back.
Yeah.
But if you didn't come back, you're good.
You're good, you know?
So as far as how long,
Yeah.
it depends. Like, it depends on the level of the relationship. Like, I could know someone I went to elementary school with them, but I ain't talked to them. I'm not about to go ask them money, and I've known them for 10, plus years.
Yeah. I guess it just all depends on... for me, it's a case by case. I know James said nobody. You can say no to anybody. Stacy said you say no to anybody. Sharice said you got to have a certain minimum amount.
It's a no for me, dog.
It's a no for me, dog. So yeah, I get it.
It just depends. It's a touch subject.
But if you are the person who never pays the money back,
don't ask
for it. Don't ask for that money no more. You need to find a hustle or something. Like you got to have a little extra money on the side. You know. They said my reward should be phenomenal. Great Lord. Yes, we gonna speak blessings over you. But yeah, if you're the person borrowing money, you probably should just reevaluate what you're doing with your money. Because now you put a bad taste in people's mouth.
Okay. That kind of leads me into another question I had. What kind of situations make it okay to borrow money? Like as the borrower, the person receiving the loan, what kind of things are you into that makes it okay to borrow money? I
mean, I can't pay the fire, brother. Hey, that's a Martin reference for anybody who didn't know. I can't pay the fire. I would say anything like emergencies, like cars.
Okay. If
you had a school bill or...
James said your dog died or something.
Your dog died.
If your dog died, a lot of things are sad.
If it's a medical emergency, but usually they'll bill you.
Near death, near homelessness, starving children. So I know if I'm just having a rough patch.
Shayla's like, you gotta be destitute and on your way to
You gotta be on the corner of death.
You gotta be on your way out to borrow money from Shayla.
Elder Deshaun says funeral. That's true. So, speaking of that, what do you guys think of these GoFundMe pages for funerals and stuff?
I feel like the black community needs to invest in life insurance. Because a GoFundMe is not your life insurance. And life insurance does not cost that much, especially for children. You know, you can see a lot of children are needing GoFundMes. But parents, it's your responsibility to get the life insurance policy.
True. To kind of go back onto to what situation, Elder English said it's always an emergency to the borrower, which is actually pretty good.
That's a good one.
That's true.
Yeah.
And like I said, in that interview, if you're borrowing money from me, I need to know the emergency. And if it's not, $5
$20 is not an emergency, so we're going to move on. But yeah, I feel like the GoFundMes, I don't like it. I get things happen, but life insurance will solve all your issues with the GoFundMe. You'll have enough to bury your loved ones. You'll have enough to settle any debts. You'll have enough so you won't have that pressure on you and trying to figure out how to scrape up at the end. I'm not a big fan of the GoFundMes. And I know a lot of times the church will say, well, they got their tragic death and we want to take up a collection. But if we are good stewards of our money and good stewards over the things that God gives us. He gives us life insurance and gives us the avenue to get it. So we be good stewards and make sure
it's a thing like you want to help someone when they're down, but you also want to make sure in the land of the living you're doing the best thing to set yourself up.
So my aunt said your poor planning is not my emergency.
Amen. My mom, who I'm pretty sure is watching, always says the lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine. I hear my mom say that all the time.
And then Cherie said that's why
this is why
it's important to have decent credit, to have a credit card for emergencies.
That's true, but we're not always good stewards with credit cards.
Yeah. Okay.
Elder English says they don't think about what inconvenience they're causing. 98% of the time, it's lack of planning and no budget. which is exactly right.
It is. So I see we got some areas we need to work on. So we gonna have to have a.
This is good. Make sure you're sharing this so all the people in your timeline can get this good conversation going on their feed too.
James said, "Better get out of that sunken place."
Sunken place.
Good word.
You guys are hilarious.
Cherie says that's why you don't have $20.
This is the funniest comment section ever. That is so funny.
Everyone is liking Elder English comments.
Elder English on here preaching.
Yeah.
Have you come on
I was
here?
gonna say, Elder English, you might have to be a guest one day.
We might need you to come on
Everyone's
here.
really liking your comments.
And they're sharing. They're sharing.
Awesome.
Thanks for the
Thanks
shares,
for sharing.
guys.
Okay, so that wraps up our top talk.
Well, I was going to say, how do you say no to your
go ahead.
family? One last thing. How do you say
you're
no
really
to your
enjoying
family?
this conversation.
I am. How do you say no to your family? Last
No.
thing.
No. That's how
You just say no.
No.
Yeah,
That's
we
it.
did see earlier, it's a no from me, dog, Randy Jackson. We
You
saw
say
that.
no to your family. I don't have it, or I can't. At this time, I'm not in a place to let you borrow some money. Like I just don't. I'm not able to let you borrow.
You gotta try to let
I
it
mean,
go.
be nice about it. Don't just like, no, you don't pay nothing back. I ain't got time for you. Be politically correct about it. But you can say no. It's nice ways to say no, and I think we've all said no to family at some point.
For something or another.
Yeah.
So that's our first top talk.
We
in
made
the books.
it. We made it.
We loved y'all comments, interacting. That really made it
That
fun.
makes it fun when you guys are commenting and talking back to us.
So, Elder Jackson said the last thing. I'm sorry I can't help it this time.
That's nice.
That's the nicest way to say it. Elder, before we switch gears totally, we got a couple things. Great topic, had to learn to say no to frequent flyers, Elder English, true. Denise is the only one that asks me for like 3 times a year. She's just putting your business out here.
That's my sister. I'm gonna probably be 55 years old and just ask just to see if it's still good. Just to see if my credit line is
If your line of credit at the Bank of Cherie is
It's
still
just
good.
to see if it's still good. That's
All right.
all I'm doing.
So that, we're for real locking down the
Top
talk.
So
We're going to our R&R moment, which is just quick little inspiration thing. We're going to switch off doing it, and today I'm going to do it. I was scrolling through my Facebook feed earlier this week, and one of my favorite people in the world, Hoda Kotb, posted this picture on Instagram, and it's a quote. It says, "Fear makes us live a boring life." It's from Donald Miller. I had no clue who he was, so I googled him. He's actually a big Christian author. He writes a lot of books. So fear is something that everyone deals with. The Bible even talks about God has not given us a spirit of fear. And this quote is amazing because it talks about fear makes us live a boring life. If you're not overcoming fear, you're scared of everything. You're scared to take that next step. You're scared to leave this job to the new job. You're scared to go out and try to get the girl or the guy you want. You're scared of everything, so you just stay in your bubble. So overcome fear this week and go out and do something new and fun.
yes, I like that.
Yeah.
Great way to wrap this
You know
up.
what?
He wants another 5. Let's do
Another
it.
5. One more time.
So guys, that's pretty
the
much how
show.
every show will go. Every topic is going to be hot button topics that you guys want to talk about, and just keep going with us as we get bigger and better. It's going to be
appreciating
awesome.
all the comments, all the love,
yes.
all the likes. We don't take your time for granted, and so
And you still have time to watch Power.
You do later. I got to catch up on that.
Yes.
We want to make. One last note. I could be remiss if I didn't say this. I have to congratulate my best friend. I've known him since I was kindergarten, elementary school, on his engagement.
Oh, yay!
Yay! Edwin and Kira, congratulations, guys.
Congrats.
They're one of those couples that you love to be around. I love, hopefully one day someone will look at me the way she looks at him, and I'll look at someone the way he looks at her. No kind of.
No, that's so awesome. Congrats, guys.
So congrats, guys. I'm really excited for you guys to be starting the next.
And we will
part of your
see
journey.
you all next week.
We're talking relationships all hour. We've got a special guest. So make sure to send in your relationship.
If you have relationship questions, send them in the inbox.
Send
We're
them in
talking
the
all
inbox.
things relationships.
All relationships, all hour. And
all
remember, everyone needs a little
R&R.
R&R.
See you guys next week.